So Fox News propagandist Tucker Carlson, who has spent over a year minimizing the January 6th Trump riots, said yesterday on his program that he can think of no more brazen attack on our democracy than when the Biden campaign asked Twitter to take down nude pictures of Hunter Biden, which are against the law in most states and violated Twitter's own policies on revenge porn. That's what Tucker Carlson is pointing to as the most brazen attack on our democracy. You have to see this, and then we'll discuss it.
In 2020 election, Twitter did this with the help of the FBI, committing censorship on behalf of one candidate while working to hurt the other candidate.
Now, I'm sorry to interrupt already. Pay very close attention to the language he uses, and I'm going to back it up just a few seconds because this is critical to understanding the propagandistic value of this.
FBI, committing censorship on behalf of one candidate while working to hurt the other candidate. It is hard to imagine a more brazen attack on our democracy than this. This is not how our system is supposed to work. In fact, it's illegal. What Twitter did is a violation of the First Amendment, as well as of established campaign finance law. They never declared those contributions to the Biden campaign. That's a crime.
Okay. I think there are 5 lies in there. It's only a 28-second clip of which we listened to 26 seconds. And I think there are 5 lies in there. Think about the number of things that he gets wrong. And then we'll talk about the absurdity, bigger picture of this. I can think of no more brazen attack on our democracy. Well, I can think of one. It's January 6th, which he minimized. And, of course, many other attempts by the Trump administration over the 4 years he was president to suppress speech, to control the media, kick out Jim Acosta, all these different things. I can think of many greater attacks on our democracy than when the Biden campaign said to Twitter, hey, this is revenge porn. These are nude pictures of an individual who did not release them. Please remove them. That's not really an attack on our democracy. Number 2, he says it's illegal. It's not illegal. At this point, it's been, 72, 96 hours since the Twitter files was released. And look at serious legal commentaries. I don't see anyone even arguing that there was a crime here. Number 3, this was a violation of the First Amendment. No. We're talking about a private company, Twitter. It's not about the First Amendment. The argument I think Tucker and others are making is that indirectly, because the government told Twitter to remove the posts, it is a violation of the First Amendment. Of course, it was the Biden campaign, not the government at the time. So for about 2 or even 3 different reasons and layers, it is not a violation of the First Amendment. Then he says it violates campaign finance laws. Now, this one has to be explained to be understood. His argument, I'm being as charitable as possible. This is the best possible argument that you could make. His argument is removing the posts of Hunter Biden naked was financially valuable to the Biden campaign, like a campaign contribution. It would be called an in-kind contribution. And so it was supposed to have been reported, but it wasn't. Now, you have to prove that in court. It's very shaky. And I can't imagine you could prove in court that arguing for the removal of revenge porn by Twitter is a contribution of value to a particular campaign. Hunter wasn't running for anything, and it was against Twitter's own policies and a crime in just about every state. Now, let's zoom out a little bit. The problem isn't really Tucker Carlson specifically, is it? And what I mean by that is we have a system that allows, on the one hand, Tucker Carlson to speak to a large audience on a set that, it looks like this is news. When you look at this, it looks like a news show. Say things that are completely baseless and meritless and without evidence in many cases. And then if it ever leads to a lawsuit and it goes to court, Fox News lawyers show up and they say, this is entertainment. This is not news. And what he uses hyperbole and exaggeration as a tool to do an entertaining show. And it should not be taken literally as though he is reporting facts. Oh, okay. Because Fox News is really going very much out of their way to frame all of this as being actual news, as the word suggests. That's really the bigger problem here. And this is not me calling for censorship. I'm not saying Tucker should be off the air. But the problem is the having it both ways all the time. Presenting as news, and listen, I'll be honest. Much of the problem is media literacy. The people who watch Fox, not from a media criticism standpoint the way we do, but the people who watch Fox to learn things and to get news, they don't realize that it's not news. They are the perfect marks for such a deception. And it's an endless circle. I mean, at this point, how many times have we talked about it? The circle simply continues. And the latest now is, this is the greatest assault on our democracy. What about January 6th? Never mind dozens of other things that happened under the Trump administration. Nope. It's when the Biden campaign said, hey, this is illegal revenge porn and it violates your own policies. Please remove it. Whoa. The biggest scandal I'm trying to is, could this be potentially bigger than Obamagate? Which, by the way, I still don't know what that is. It seems those are really the big scandals. And Hillary's emails. This is the alternative world, alternative universe, better said, in which the modern right wing currently lives.
Good habits have to be sustainable in order to become habits. It has to be something you'll actually do. And when it comes to nutrition, some people have hours to plan out every meal, their exact vitamin intake. I'm not doing any of that. I don't have the time. Here's what's sustainable for me. I start my day with just a single scoop of AG1 from Athletic Greens. It gives me the entire day's worth of the 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, and probiotics I want from whole food sources. It's just simple. It's just one scoop of AG1. I get all the nutrients I want. I don't have to do any math, use my protractor, my TI-83, or take a bunch of different capsules and pills. It's not some kind of wacky supplement making a bunch of crazy claims. You know, I would not promote something like that. AG1 is just a simple product that does what it says it does. It gives you the daily nutrients and vitamins you likely want, vitamin A, C, E, magnesium, zinc, potassium, in one simple scoop. You keep your body nourished. You'll also get a free year supply of vitamin D, which I take in the winter, plus 5 free travel packs at athleticgreens.com/Pacman. The link is down below.